Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here. This is episode 171 of my TTM returns. And after a long holiday weekend, at least it felt like it, we got 8 returns on this Tuesday. We're going to start off with a 1 of 2 success coming back from a current MLB player. Sent this off in the middle of the season, and it just now came back as the season wraps up. This guy had his best season of his career so far, posting a 5 wins above replacement over the course of the year, 12 wins, under a 3 ERA, and over, I think, just under 200 strikeouts, something like that. So this is a 1 of 2 success coming back from Texas Rangers pitcher Martin Perez. So he signed the 2018 Topps base card with a very cool looking signature there. He did return my other one, 2021 Topps unsigned, but at least I got it back. I think I had seen some people on sportscollectors.net getting him back, so sent out to him, and a really, really nice surprise. He made the All-Star game this year, so awesome addition to the baseball collection with that. Then we have a Football Hall of Famer. Actually just got this guy recently. It looks like he is splitting his time between a couple of addresses. So that's probably why stuff has been coming back a little bit quicker now. Because most of the time he's spending is now at the other one. But this is a 1 of 1 return in a month from Hall of Fame quarterback Bob Greasy on the 1990 Pro set, commemorating his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Then we got another quarterback here. This guy was drafted in 2014. I think he played for 2 or 3 years sparingly. Mostly had his starts in his rookie season. And he is now a member of the Alabama football staff. I think he's just an analyst for the team. I don't think he's on the field or anything or the sideline for the team. This is a 3 of 3 return from former Titans, LSU, Steelers quarterback Zach Mettenberger. So I finally got to add his 2014 score to the collection. I also had a 2014 rookie Prism. I didn't have the standard one, but I did have this nice green variation. And I also happen to have a 2015 score. I was going to really work on this set when I first bought it. I remember being pretty disappointed with the cards that I got. I got a lot of the inserts and parallels. I don't really care for those as much as I do like the base set. I spent quite a bit of money trying to build that set up. So never really got around to it, but I do have a few cards here and there that I'm able to send out to get signed, and they do look nice. So that's a really cool return for the 2014 score collection. Then we have a 2 of 2 success from 3-time Pro Bowl tight end on some 4x6 photos. This was sent out in February from Doug Cosby. Played for the Dallas Cowboys his entire career. I think he was an off-season member of the Denver Broncos, but never played a regular season game for them. He went to 3 Pro Bowls in a row in the middle of his career. Pretty solid tight end. And he also coached Division III football for 2 different seasons at the same college. I think he coached the 96 and then the 2000 season. There was another coach in between. Not sure what all was going on there. But cool to add that after, what would that be, about 8 months. Then we have a college hockey coach return. This one is really sweet to get back. This is 2 of 2 coming back from Denver hockey head coach David Carl. So David is the younger, I think he's the younger brother of Matt Carl, who was an 11-year defenseman in the NHL. David was also a highly touted prospect coming out of high school, but right before the draft, they discovered he had an enlarged heart muscle, some condition that caused that. So he's able to live a fairly normal life. It's just that condition is the leading cause of sudden death in athletes, because of course it's dealing with your heart, and an enlarged heart is nothing to play around with. So he ultimately had to retire from playing hockey before his career could get started. But the owner of the Tampa Bay Lightning's son also went to the same high school, so he knew of David Carl. And so the owner and the GM of the Lightning selected David in the 7th round, knowing that he would never play for them, to recognize the accomplishments he had of when he was working to eventually play in the NHL. So I thought that was a really cool story to read about. But ever since then, he has become probably one of the youngest college head coaches, at least in hockey, in probably their history. He's only 32 right now, and he's going into his 5th season as the head coach. And last year, he won the Division I championship with Denver. Very storied hockey program, and just a really, really good coach there. So that's a really cool one to get back. Then we'll end off here with some racing returns. First two are from some NASCAR crew chiefs. First one is a 2 of 2 success from former Truck Series crew chief and owner Richie Waters, there on the right. He had worked with Kyle Busch for some time in his career. He also finished second in the championship points one year as the crew chief for Eric Almirola in the Truck Series. They had 2 wins that season, really, really close to winning it. But he was pretty good there. And then we have an active crew chief. He is working with Our Motorsports in the Xfinity Series, and he's the crew chief for, I think it's Anthony Alfredo. So this is a 2 of 2 success coming back from Pat Trison. Kind of dark spotted that one, but still able to see it. This one came out a lot better. He's been a crew chief at each level, working with a whole bunch of different drivers, obviously. Martin Truex during his, Michael Waltrip Racing days, I think is who he was racing for. And he's been around for a long time, able to get a few wins, mainly in the Xfinity and the Cup Series. But really, really awesome to finally add him to the collection. And last one here is an NHRA return. I've been sending out to a lot of active drivers that I wasn't able to get at the U.S. Nationals. But I did look through and find some, hopefully addresses that work. This one did, for some former champions and drivers. So this is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 6 days from former Pro Stock Motorcycle champion Gino Scali. So this is from a YouTube video where he was talking about how he won the championship. I think it was in 2003. And they were working to get some more sponsors to continue into the next season. I don't know if he ended up racing the next year or not. But there wasn't as big of a following for NHRA and a lot of drivers, unless you had a very established team and, a long-time sponsorship deal. The drivers would very quickly rise up through the ranks and then kind of drop off out of nowhere, mainly due to, stuff that's outside of their control. But Gino Scali did win 4 events in his career, and that culminated in a championship in 2003, like I said. Again, don't know when he stopped racing, but found an address, decided to try it out, and got it back very, very quickly. So very cool to add that one. But that is it to start this week. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you guys watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.